favor when we're doing this. Please, 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 just a letter, because I know there's people that are coming in. Please, 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 remain respectful to one another. Ask the questions that are on the screen. Do not wait until, do not ask questions that are ahead. So for example, if I'm going over pricing section, just focus on the pricing section, what it's to do. It always happens. Somebody will ask about collection charge-offs, things like that. We'll get to those screens. I am going to answer all questions. And then at the end, just keep your questions to the end. We'll do a Q&A at the end. So let's get ready to rock and roll. Do me a favor, stay engaged, guys, and let's rock. So do me a favor, everybody in the chat, put a 1 in the chat if you can see my screen. Where the heck is my chat? There it is. Beautiful. Thank you, everybody. All right, so breakdown of the software, how everything works. On the first screen over here, this data over here is important to understand. Your name, make sure that you have your right name in your software. Your email address, which is also your username, and then your general attacks. So I'm going to explain to everybody what a general attack is. A general attack is like a token. You have to pay the AI to generate the letters. So each of these ones is one token to pay the AI. That AI has to be paid every single time you generate an attack. So if you generate 15 attacks in a month, you have to pay it 15 times. If you messed up on the attack, you have to pay it 2 times to generate another one. First, one token for the first attack, another token for the second attack after you corrected everything. With everything that we go over in the software, the AI has to get paid to generate the stuff. So I want everybody to understand that and watch this. Ready? Let me break it down how this works. When you spend 1 token, that 1 token will generate letters for everything that's wrong on your credit report. So if you have 100 negative items, it could generate 300 letters and 3,000 pages. Hence why I cannot give you an estimate of what's going to cost. Because if you have 30,000 items and it generates 3 million pages, how the hell am I supposed to quantify that? So what we do is we very, very frankly go over everything over here with the AI. So think about this. And I'm going to break this down again. If you have 10 negative items, it can generate 30 letters and 300 to 3,000 pages. Okay? I want everybody to understand. Put a 1 in the chat. Nah, actually, put a 2 in the chat if you understand that. Put a 3 in the chat if you're lost. Two, 3. Okay, Tara. Hillary, hold on, I got Brittany Brown. Yeah. Okay, beautiful. All right, so where are you guys lost? Somebody just for the whole grouping, where are you guys lost?
Okay, so my question is, you had said that if we, say for instance, we got a client and we put them in there and they got 10 negative items, and you said the AI creates 30 letters for the items.
It's just hypothetical. I'm just giving numbers so you can read it. Right. But yes, go for it.
Yeah, and so 30 letters, for those negative items, and then you saying it could spit out like 300 pages to the 300 of the, you said 3 million have pages. You're saying that's page by page you got to pay?
For print? Yeah, you got to pay to print
a token for each page?
No. All it worries about is the negative item. I'm talking about what it generates after. So if you have 1 negative item, right? And it generates 3 letters, it could generate 300 pages, right? That's for 1 negative item. If you have 10 of them, right? The same token, say you had 1 negative item, can generate all of that. The same token can generate a person that has 1,000 negative items and generate 3 million pages. It makes sense, or I still got you confused?
I'm still confused.
The same.
Say
So
it one more time. Let me make sure I understand.
perfect. Don't worry about it. One negative item, right?
Okay.
Can
Mm-hmm.
generate the token. I'm gonna pay. Think about it like an arcade game, right? When I drop the token in,
Okay.
all right. When I
Uh-huh.
drop the token in, it reads the AI reads the system, right? The AI reads the system. It goes in and it says, okay, you have one negative item. All right, this negative item is a collection. All right, on this collection, this is what I'm gonna do. On this collection, I'm gonna generate 3 letters, and I'm gonna generate 300 pages per each letter. That's a total of 900 pages to get the job done. Now, the same thing. You have another person in your system. You're going to use another token, which is only going to be 2 tokens, right?
Okay.
And that person's got 100 negative items, and they generated 3,000 pages and 300 letters. It doesn't matter how many negative items you have on the account. The token is going to always generate enough letters and enough pages to get the job done.
Got you. And so that token gonna pay for all the letters for whatever
All the generations, not pay.
negative items that they
Yeah,
might have.
it's going to pay for for it to generate the letters. That's not
And then
printing.
how much we pay for the tokens? Is the
We're gonna
tokens based
don't jump
on?
ahead. Don't jump ahead. We ain't there yet.
Okay.
Wait,
Okay.
you going ahead. We ain't there
I'm
yet.
the money person. I want to know what it costs. I'm the money person. I'm an accountant. I want to know what what it costs.
I got you. I got you. But you remember when I said
Okay.
don't jump ahead? Yo, ready?
All right, I'm gonna go back on mute.
We didn't even get through the first 3 lines. It's gonna be a long class, guys. No, look, beautiful question. Love the question because here's the thing. This is the most important part of this whole software. Forget about the AI. It's understanding how to quantify what the AI does and what the token is. And that is a great question. That quantification means, look, guys, when I come into here, I'm going to generate a bunch of letters for you. And how I generate the letter is 1 token generates the letter for that month, right? For that month, I generated, for that specific person, I generated
Recording in progress.
155 letters. And then the next month, I generated 60 letters for the same person. It's not what changes, it's how we change the AI, how we get the AI to adapt to whatever we're doing. But it's the same token. The same token never changes. So I want everybody, if we're lost, please put a 3 in the chat if we're still lost. If everybody understands, let's put a 2 in the chat. Let's move on. I got 2 pieces over here. And let me get to pricing for Miss Tara before she chops my head off. I told you, we're going to have fun, guys. We're going to have fun. It's Saturday morning. Let's have some fun. All right, beautiful. So, in this thing over here, I'm not going to do that. No, I got you. So, there is a free community that the whole software does use, everybody in the thing. You click free community, it's the M2 monetization group, and everybody can get in over here, right on the homepage. Yo, AR, that thing that they're looking for is right here. The walkthrough is right on the homepage, brother. So all they got to do is log into the software, click on the homepage.
Yeah, I'll be explaining that to them, and then I tell them to check at the bottom because like right there, where ours look a little bit different, but basically at the bottom part where it gives them on the portal side, all the way at the bottom where it just give them the option to just like look at the dates when the Zoom meetings is, to tell them like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Right. Yeah, so and right there, like you said, right, yep.
That's it.
Yeah, I didn't even see it right there. Okay, I had to zoom in on my phone.
Yeah, I got you. That's what I tell them.
Okay.
That's what I tell them. So again, guys, I'm switching back and forth between my software and Dion's software. So here's Dion's software, here's my software, same exact thing, right on the walkthrough section. Now, here you go. And then if you have a support ticket, always click support ticket. It'll open it up in a new page if you're on your computer, and then just write whatever you need. That's it. All right. Cool things. We're done here. I'm going to show you guys 2 things. There is a full built FAQ section. If you click on the little person up here, you can go to the FAQs, and it will pop up a whole thing to read. I think it's up to page 14 that I would suggest you guys to read to if you want. Yes. After page 14, do not read. It's just breaking down the pricing section. I am going to break down the pricing section to you very differently. Hey, Gabe, what up, brother? 2 days in a row. Happy to see you, my man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm trying to get back into it.
I got you, brother. So now, oh, you got reverb, bro. You have the FAQ section over here. Now, for anybody that wants to just generate a letter that it just wants to get started with no training, the best way to go is just click this Get Started section. They'll have a couple of things over here to tell you how to get your system going. But I teach you how to pull the credit report over here. So watch that credit report video over here on the right-hand side of the screen to go from there. All right, Miss Tara, this one's for you. Ready? I'm going to break it down for you. If you have any questions, don't feel free to come on mute. Guys, when I break this section down for everybody over here, I'm going to explain it to you in depth. I'm going to get up off my behind right now. Let me get the camera. Stop following me. I'm going to get off my behind and I'm going to explain to everybody how that's done. It's actually easy. It's actually easy to understand this, but this is how I explain it. AR, tell me if you like this. Gabe, I know you're going to like this. Watch this. Every package in this software is meant to be downgraded to one package. We don't start at that package. We start where we proceed to start. But every package is going to be downgraded to the iron package. Okay? You don't start at the iron package. So I'm going to have people in here that say, oh, I bought the $97 package. You are okay today. But I'm going to let you know right now, that is not where you should start. So if you haven't bought anything, this is where you're going to go from here. The $97 package, here's how many people it handles. 0.5. The bronze package handles 1 to 2 people. The silver package handles 2 to 4. The gold package handles 10 people, 15, and 50. Why? Let me quantify the math for Miss Tara over here because she is an accountant, so she needs to understand the quantification of the numbers. It's $97. You are guaranteed to make 2 mistakes. Each mistake costs you $40. If each mistake costs you $40, that is $177 right there. Ladies and gentlemen, tell me, if we can compare an apples to apples, which one costs less money in the long run? Wait, I'm not done yet. We still 1 GA down. Well, let's add another GA or another token to this one, and it's $217. Ladies and gentlemen, tell me which one is cheaper for 4 tokens, 8 tokens, 17, 30, and 100. This token costs $97. This is the downgrade package. This is my favorite package, the silver being the most recommended from the software, but I know people are usually doing themselves and a significant other, which means 1 to 2 people. How many tokens do you get? You get 4. If you're good at the software, can follow directions, and go through the first round without a mistake, you will be left over with 3 tokens. If you make a mistake, and I've watched people make plenty of them in 3 years of being here, at the end of the day, you have a cushion. You have a cushion. And I promise you, I don't say this because guess what? If you buy this package, the token's $36 per token. This one's 28, 17, 13, and 10. So, ladies and gentlemen, numbers are on the board. This is why I tell everybody, your tokens roll over every single month. Stay here for 2 months. After your 2 months, downgrade to the iron package. You got a little bit of a cushion. Because of that cushion, now you can go and use the 1 token because hopefully you're doing it right by then. But if you're not doing it right then, guess what? You still got some, still got some leeway in play. I made 2 without even trying to send out an attack. Oh. No. That cost per token, if you have the bond package, is $36. Not $40, because you pre-bought them, you spend $36. After you utilize your tokens, all tokens cost $40. That is a great question. That is a very great question. Tara, you like how I explained that? You can come off mute and talk. You can come off mute.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I like that.
All right.
I like that.
Guess what?
We're going to do diamond.
Guess what? I was an accountant just like you. I went to school to become an accountant, and then I said, screw this, I don't want to be a CPA. I wanted to become attorney. Didn't do that either.
You sound like me and still want to be arguing in the courtroom.
Uh-huh.
I
So
represent myself.
at the end of the day, guys, I quantify numbers. I give you guys numbers for a reason. Hence why I draw everything up on the board so you guys can utilize that. AR, Gabe, for you guys that are coming in wanting to get clients and going, that this is the reason why we do this. No person should be on that iron package, especially starting. No person should be on that iron package, especially starting. It starts at 147. Do your first 2 rounds. And then if you want to go down the iron package, absolutely. And how do you do that? I have to show you my software versus somebody else. Can I say something? Yes. Uh-oh. Somebody gonna say something. I'm worried now. Yes, Miss Robinson. Precious, right? Come on. What do you want to say? I'm worried now, guys. Uh-oh. You can come off mute. Uh-oh.
Hey,
Hello?
Hello.
Yes, how are you?
Mm-hmm.
Grand Rising, all of you. So I got on a call with someone yesterday, and she had recommended I just do the iron package, so I bought it last night, and it's just for me. So you're saying that I should basically now just switch to the one above it?
No, you're going to stay in your iron package. You're going to watch the class that I give you over here. You're going to sit until the end of it. You're going to watch the YouTube videos 100 freaking times before you're ready. And then you're going to execute on that so you don't waste that GA. And if by any chance you do manage to waste that GA and you have to go over it, then you will upgrade to the bronze package.
Okay.
That is what so yes, I'm it just, I don't want you to spend the extra money if you don't have to. You guys understand that?
Okay.
All right.
All right, thank you.
No problem.
You can mute me back. I'm not really good at technology.
No problem.
All right, thank you.
Where the heck did he go? There we go. All right, good. I got somebody else with read. Where is it? Is that me? There we go. Okay. Question. Yes, come off mute, guys. Is it about this? Make sure it's about this page. If it's not about this page, write it down and save it to the end.
Yes, it is.
Perfect.
Good morning, everyone. My question is to ensure that I have clarity and understanding this system. Is it $28 for a token if you have the silver package?
It's not to buy. It's $28 for the token that you're buying concurrently. So if you paid $197, the 8 tokens cost $28 instead of it costing 40. So if you were to do that, take 8 tokens times 40, and how much does that cost?
$320.
That's it. So your upfront cost is reduced by $120 if you buy the package for $197. Very good question.
Okay.
Very
Thank
good
you for the
question.
clarity.
Yes, no problem. Every token that is not bought in a package costs $40 after. Next question. Guys, always make sure the questions are about this page. Terry? Thank you, Gabe, for going over and raising your hand. Everybody raise your hand if you have a question so I can know who to unmute. Yeah, Gabe, come off mute.
Yeah, I'm glad you went over this because I did the same thing when, I've been having this software for a while. And paying the bronze and silver package, I've accumulated so many GAs, and I just I guess
But
the last
you and
I downgraded to the iron package.
But you have to check with Dion. We have a different reason to own the bronze package. So check with Dion if that's okay.
Okay, well, I did it. I downgraded and I kept the ones I had so far.
Okay. All right. Hillary.
Yeah, I had a question. So I'm in the mastermind group. So this is my first time being on this training. So I was just wondering, this package, is it included or do we have to pay separate to get in like to have this packages as part of your credit repair that you're doing for yourself, because that's how I'll be starting.
So I don't know what the mastermind group is. Please don't get mad at me. I don't know what who's anybody's groups or whatever. If you tell me the name of the person, most likely it's one of the major three, and the major three, this is an extra thing that you have to pay for and have to buy.
Okay, okay. So yeah, no, it's a training, like a 6 months mastermind program with Smitty,
Okay.
Dion, and Darius.
Yes, it's an extra.
Yeah.
You got to buy it.
So you got to buy this extra, and then with this token that you're talking about, that's also an extra cost.
No, that's
Or
this is how you buy it. So when you buy the software, you spend $147, and it's going to give you the tokens.
okay, and the token is to pull credits and do the kind of.
Not pull credit. It's to actually write the letters.
Okay, write the letters for
Just-
each negative item on your report.
Not each negative item, for all the negative items on your credit.
Okay, write the letter for all the negative items.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. All right, thank you.
No problem. Yes, Miss Terry. I hear the clock ticking in the back, Miss Terry. I don't know if you can't hear us, but I got you.
Make me co-host.
Your co-host. Nicole, I said it at the beginning. This would be shared all the way at the end. All right. I do have people that have some questions. Yep, all the way at the. There we go. All right, let's move forward. Put a 1 in the chat if we're ready to move forward. Miss Terry, do you have a question? You keep on muting. If not, I'm gonna lock the whole mute down for everybody. Make everybody raise their hands. Right. Give me a second, guys. One bad apple destroys it for the bunch. One bad apple destroys it for the bunch. Lower hand. Okay. And let's go back to sharing the screen. All right. All right. So we're good here. Let's move on. Can everybody see my screen? Put a 1 in the chat if you can see my screen. Awesome. Fantastic. Let's move on to the next piece. The next piece is getting the credit report. So how do you get your credit report for everybody that's here? You're going to click the My Free Score Now over here. Now, here's the thing. You cannot go to My Free Score Now and get your credit report because they don't unlock the most aggressive report, which is the Epic Pro report. So for everybody that's here in the room right now, make sure that you go to where it says Get Credit Report in the system, go to My Free Score Now, and get the one from over there because it unlocks that Epic Pro report. And that's it. Reports and scoreboards. When you get your report and scoreboard, you can pull your client's information in, and it'll give you your total counts, closed accounts, delinquencies, derogatory inquiries, public record. Now that we're done with that, ladies and gentlemen, please pull out your notepads, pull out your pens, pull out everything. The next 2 sections are the most important sections in the room, and is where everybody makes the most mistakes. Okay? I'm going to break this down as easy and as simple as possible for everybody in the room. So please make sure that you have your notepad, your pen, and your pad, and be ready, because where I'm going to go over right now is going to really open up your eyes on how not to make a mess in the software, because this is where everybody makes a mess in the software. I swear this is where they make a mess in the software all the time. And this is where my company started making its bones over everybody else, is because we were double checking this before anybody else. We came up with the review process to make sure your letters don't go out and hit the document letter. And what is the document letter? It is the letter that comes from the bureau that states that your identification is incorrect, your name, whatever the case may be, and that technically is a stall letter, but it's not. Basically, they don't have to process your letters if nothing is set up correctly. So please take your notations right down over here we're actually going to go really in depth. I'm going to color coordinate everything. I'm going to make sure everything's perfect, and we'll get everything rocking and rolling. So I'm going to get up out my desk, and we're going to go over here. The way that I do this, I'm going to tell you what is the best option, right? And then I'm going to tell you what is the worst option. Well, not the worst option. What is the secondary options? Then what I'm going to tell you is what is the right information you're supposed to put and where it goes. Do you need said information? Yes, because I can ask a bunch of questions in here right now, and I guarantee you I'm going to get a bunch of people that answer the way that I want them to. So for one question, right? Just one question right now. How many people's ID matches the current address that they have, that they currently live at? Put a me in the chat if your ID matches perfectly. Four people, 5, 6, 7. So it matches perfectly, right? Put a 2 in the chat if you like me. I'm gonna put a big old 2 in the chat. If your ID does not match where you currently live. See? And I know there's more people than that. They're just being quiet, right? And we know that. They're just being quiet. So, why do I do this? I do this because the person that put a 2 and the person that put a me, right? They're both the same person when it comes to the credit repair. But your ideology on how you set up the letter has to be set up completely different, because you have to do it properly every single time to make sure that it's done correctly and it is proper. So how do we do that? Very simple. Let me get I just want to scroll up just a little bit, okay? So watch this. I'm going to go with blue. This box is what your ID is requesting. Now, ladies and gentlemen, gem. Here's what I mean by gem. Here's a gem for all of you. For the people that don't have a matching address to their matching ID to their address, the magical thing you want to use over here is your passport. For the people that match, you still want to use your passport. But if you don't have access to a passport, driver's license or ID can work in these boxes. Okay, that is what you're going to utilize to write the stuff in these boxes. First name, underscore or space, middle name, space, suffix. Ladies and gentlemen, utilize your whole name, because I guarantee you when you filled out your credit applications, you didn't use your whole name. So let's utilize that whole name so when we're going to fix our personal information, we fix it correctly. Your first name is John, Joe, that's the space, Smith, Jr. Date of birth, 01/01/1990. Does that make sense, guys? Simple and easy as that. Simple and easy as that. Simple and easy as that. You know how many people mess that up? A lot. A lot. Yes, I messed up my name. I don't know how, but a lot of people mess that up. So what happens is, that's your first token. If you did that wrong, that's your first generation, you're token incorrectly. Okay? Now you have to fix the whole letter. Ready? Let's go to the next one. Next one's going to be done in orange. The best document to use over here, Social Security card. The next thing is W-2 or first PG, page of taxes, is the second option. All right? And then you put your Social Security number. Always put the dash, guys. Make it look professional. Okay? Now, the next box, which is green. I always use green because green is for money. Okay? This is where everybody has done at least one thing wrong. I think I got 8,000 clients that have come through my system. I think I've seen at least 75% of people do this wrong at least one time. This is your proof of address, or as we call it in my company, POA, not power of attorney, but POA for proof of address. What do we use here? Very simple. Something that can be not defrauded as easily. First page of your bank statement, okay? So if you use your first page of your bank statement, nice and easy, that's the best one to use. Ollie, they don't have a bank statement, utility bill, car insurance, any of that other stuff, okay? Simple, easy, good to go. Right? Hold on, I got to chat. I can't see the chat when I'm up on the board. Yes, put your middle name in the first name box. Simple, easy as that. Yep. Cool. Right? Now watch this. Street and number. Watch this. This is the key. I live on 8 North West. No NW. Spell it out. 12th Street. Spell it out. APT. I would say spell it out, but I don't have room. 14B. Guess what? I don't know how to spell the word apartment. I will screw that shit up. Now, for everybody that's in the city that has multiple city names, you are going to do this, okay? I live in New York, right? So the city itself, Manhattan, has 2 names. Manhattan is known to the New Yorkers. New York, New York is known to everybody else. Now, I'm going to ask a question in over here, and let's see what everybody remembers from what I said. Okay? If my ID says Manhattan, but my proof of address says New York, which is the one that we go with? Put it in the chat, guys. Brian and Samantha, good job. Oh. That's why I color coordinate everything. So everybody that's putting ID, is there a light blue circled over city? That's why I color coordinate everything. So to everybody that want to put Manhattan, what color is it supposed to be? There you go. Good job, Tara. Perfect. Good job, everybody. Hence why I said I utilize the verbiage to say if my ID says Manhattan, but my proof of address says New York, what do we use? That's why I don't trust the ID. For everybody that has something, I guarantee you put something else on your ID, you'll look at it. The city's not the same. The city's not the same. Brian and Samantha, I said that. Yes, you can use it if you don't have a bank statement. You use a utility bill or a car insurance. Got you. Understand, I color coordinate this purposefully, because you cannot get it wrong if you match the colors. You just can't. The blue is for three object items. So for people that put Manhattan, you got it wrong. The reason that you got it wrong is, and I told you guys this in the beginning, you don't know what you don't know. But you didn't follow the boxes. And that's okay. Now you're going to know. When you're done with that ID, throw that shit in the drawer. Don't look at it again. I don't care what my damn ID says. As long as it's here. Okay? As long as it's here, it's going to throw you off. And what happens? That will trigger a document verification letter. That will trigger a document verification letter. Does that make sense, ladies and gents? Does that make sense how that will trigger a document verification letter? Both your documents say something completely different. Even if it says the same thing. But what was the gem of the day? What gem did I just give out, guys? What do we use for the blue box that's the gem? Put it in the chat. Bingo. Does everybody know why I'd say to use the passport? There's no address on the damn passport. Miss Tara, I can't hear you talking. I see your mouth moving, but I can't hear you. There's no address on the damn passport. And because there's
That's why I say no address. No
That's it.
address.
That's it.
No address. And then I had a question for you too,
Go.
because I do my tax clients, and when they send me over their ID and they social security card, sometimes they name on their social security card is not the same name that's on their ID. So we want the name that's on the actual
Before
ID.
you go,
When we put that social security card, do we worry about that name matching or not? What's your thought?
Absolutely. I was like, you were gonna push it into a whole different direction. Yes, absolutely. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna tell them to go fix their damn name on their social security card, because now the social security card is invalid.
Oh.
Because if so you know who has a problem with this? And I'm gonna talk to all you ladies that got married and got divorced. You took your husband's name, right? When you take your husband's name, you get divorced, right? Change your last name back to your maiden. You change it back to your maiden name, right?
I did not.
No. I'm not you in general, but you change it back to your maiden.
Okay.
You change it back to your maiden name. Guess what happens when you change your last name back to your maiden name? You got to go to change your social security card and get it back in your maiden name. You know why most women don't want to change their maiden name? Because they did too much damn work to get their name to where it is. So now they got to go back and do all that work. That is me now.
Right. So
my social security.
So back to the question though about the name on the social security card and the name on their ID or their passport. So say for instance, is John, they got John Doe Smith without the JR on their ID, right? But on the social security card, it clearly say John Doe Smith Jr. I just had a new client that just came to me, and she got 4 names on her social security card, but on her ID, it only had her first and that first middle name and last name. It didn't have those 2 to 3 middle names that's on the social security card. So if I wanted to fix her credit,
worry about
what do I do?
What's on the ID. The social security card, if they have more information, that's better, but just worry about what's on the ID. So if the name on the ID is John Joe Smith, right? Then you put John Joe Smith. Okay?
Okay.
If it's John Joe Joseph Tina Jason Smith, if it's all that and it's not on the driver's license, as long as one piece matches, that's fine. It's like to say I had Spanish people that I was teaching as well, and they got like 3 last names. I was like, if the 3 last names are on your ID, you got to use the 3 last names. Okay, so just great question. Middle initial on the social security card. Are you okay if the middle initial and the ID on the middle? I spelling them out, guys. Ambiguity. You do not want to leave ambiguity to the Bureau at all. If you leave something out, K, okay, well, they have K. Well, what does K stand for? My middle initial is not K. My middle initial is Kareem. All right? So if my middle initial is Kareem, it's not K. Put my damn name. Because I'm not K. There's somebody that has a middle initial that's K. I'm not K. No underscore. It's space. I just use the underscore so you can see it. It's just space. Precious. Come off mute. Ms. Richards, you asking great questions. Oh, Richard, Miss Richard. You asking great questions. Ms. Robinson. Mr. Robinson, I don't remember. Great question so far.
All right. So I have 2 middle names. So just use the one on my driver's license in the first box on my first name and however it's spelled on my driver's license.
Perfect.
Okay. Even if I got 2 middle names now, my social security, and I want to say the driver's license, it might be spelled different. like with one of the middle names.
You got to get
Does
that.
that
You got to get it fit. Well, okay. So if your driver's license has one name, right, and doesn't
mm-hmm.
have the other, and say that the other one's the misspelled name, we don't care about it. But if it has the one that you're going to utilize that's on the driver's license misspelled, you got to go call the shit, what the hell's the name of the brand? Department of Social Security, I forgot what it was, and get that fixed.
Okay. So it matters more so what the Social Security says, even if the
Matching purposes. Just remember,
or matching.
guys understand this, and I'm sorry I didn't explain this in the beginning. A computer system is going over your documents, not a human being. So when they feed that thing into the computer system scanning it. And if they scan it and they see something that's wrong, they're just going to flag it as wrong. It's not to understand that, hey, look, this person is the same person. Everything matches up. Everything's right. That's why I'm a stickler with this, and I make sure it's perfect, because we know that the computer system has no problem to put you off, and now you don't get anything out of it. So that's why we got to make sure that we are 100% perfect. My team will not, if they see it and letters misspelled, they won't pass you. They'll tell you to go get another ID. But here's the thing. If your Social Security card has something spelled incorrectly, go to your W-2. Go to your first page of taxes. You don't have to use your Social Security card. Make sense?
Yes.
Perfect.
Thank you.
No problem. I got you. Middle name. Passport. All right. Fantastic. We good. All right. How many people are lost? Put a 1 in the chat. How many people feel like they got a lot so far? And we only halfway through. I didn't even teach you how to upload a credit report yet. I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best to take care of every single person in here. You got to understand something. When you guys come in this room, I was in this room on the other side of a trainer, and the trainer dictates how good you do in the credit repair industry. Trainer dictates how good you do in the credit repair industry, so I want to make sure that I do good for you guys so you guys get to where you need to be. I'm one piece of the puzzle for you getting everywhere that you need to be. And I'm going to put this in the chat right now. Watch. How many people are here to get money to go buy something else? AKA OPM, other people's money to go buy something else. Go open up a business. Go do whatever it needs to. There you go. There's the answer. So if I'm the first domino and you're set to where you need to go, don't you think I should be the best domino that sets that son of a bitch off? Beautiful. Thompson, again, for clarification, if I have a passport, can that bypass the proof of address? No. The passport bypasses them verifying any old addresses and doesn't mess up the proof of address. You're always going to need the proof of address to verify where you live. That's the best thing to do where you are, the best document to use to verify who you are and where you live. Make sense? Got you. Good. Does anybody have any questions on this page? And here's what I'm going to do. Everybody take a screenshot of this right now. Put it on your phone. Take a picture with your camera. I don't care how you do it. And if you don't know how to do it, wait for it. Ray's going to drop it in the chat, and you just, whatchamacallit, and you just save it on your phone or whatever. Because the whole point of this is to keep this for when your guys are running your own thing, that you know, good job. Right ready. Right ready if you took a screenshot. No. Good question, Robinson. No. Got to make sure it's up to date. Good job. All right, we got a bunch of readies. Let's move on. We got 40 people in the room today. 44 people. God bless all of y'all coming out on a Saturday. Let's go. All right. Now follow along over here on this piece over here. This is where you're going to upload your documents. Passport, any identification is going to go over here. Social security card is going to go over here. Bank statement or utility bill, whatever you're going to utilize, go over here. Any other supporting documents that you want to add, maybe you got a police report, you got something that you want to add, you add it in the other ones over here. Okay? You add it in the other ones over here. Any supporting documents. Okay? Cool. Once we do that, we click save. When we click save, it's going to bring us back to this screen. I'm going to show you guys what a good system, what a good profile looks like. So we follow everything to the whole thing. This is what it looks like. First name, middle name, last name, date of birth, nice, social security number, phone number, address, everything done. And then we scroll down and we go to our ID. So ladies and gentlemen, I did this purposefully. Do you see the ID is from Kansas, but the lady lives in California? I want to make sure that you guys see that everything that's there, right? Everything that's there does not match up, okay? That does not match up because we're working with people that may not have all of it together. So you're going to tell them and go get a new ID? Yeah, you can do that, but it's going to slow down your process of getting somebody signed up. So we're not going to get somebody signed up if we're slowing down the process. So what we're going to do over here, like I said, we're going to go through 1, 2, and 3, right? We're going to have that, but that's what the passport's for. If you have that passport, do you see an address over there instead of, there is no address. Just gives you your name, date of birth, who you are, nationality, and it says where your place of birth is. Thank you, done, move on. I have it there for you guys to read. Now, take another note over here. Take a screenshot of this, ladies and gentlemen. Put it ready in the chat when you take a screenshot. This is what your ID should look like. They should be legible. They should have no crap on the back of it, okay? And what do I mean by crap? No countertops. They should have no dashboards. They should have no jeans, no comforters, no carpeting, no table, no coffee stains, no nothing that can throw the system off. Ray dropped the thing inside of the chat for everybody if you want to download it, okay? I mean, some people put laughing out loud in the chat, but ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, I've seen it all. And guess what happens when they have that? All of a sudden, it gets sent back to you. So make sure it looks like this. So the way that it looks, we crop everything, and it's as simple as taking a white piece of paper, putting it behind a document, and going and taking a picture. Now remember, this is not a photo shoot for your document. I see people taking it. I saw one person taking it. They were like trying to get the angle correct. No, just right on top, like a scanner, like this, just right on top. Take that picture, okay, and that's it. Is that the way how you say it? Say what? What am I trying to say? Okay. I was like, what did I say? What did I do? No problem. At the end of the day, we need to make sure that they're perfect so when it goes to the bureau, it doesn't get messed up. Okay? You missed a shot of the driver's license? The same way you take the shot of any document that you have going on. Literally take it like this, right? Take your document, put a white piece of paper behind. Now, I'm doing it so you guys can see it in my camera, right? And you just go like this, straight up and down. Now, for all you that know how to get to a place to get a scanner or get it done, local library, et cetera, that's great as well. Scanner is always going to be the best document if you can utilize that. But if you can't do that, take a picture of it. Picture of it is just right, but just make sure you do it correctly. I always, some documents that you get, they're on white piece of paper, right? And if they're on the white piece, Ray, drop the screenshot for everybody. On a white piece of paper, just do that. So that's done.
coming.
Thank you. And that's that. Always make sure you match your documents. Beautiful. And I'm going to zoom in over here just so you guys can see it. Always make sure you match your documents, okay? And watch. Everything matches perfectly. So if I come into the California address, look. Everything 11693 Sheldon Street, Sunnyvale, California. Now watch I go back up to the top, right? 11693 Sheldon Street, Sunnyvale, California, 9153. Got to make sure it's perfect every single time. Every single time. This is stuff that they look for. They want to not process your letters. They want to not process your letters. So don't give them a reason not to process it. All right. Almost done, guys. We're gonna literally do the credit report, and then we're gonna go into the 10 rounds of attack. Now, for all my people here that have pulled my free score now, I'm gonna make it nice and easy for you, but I can't log in. Actually, do I have that person's login? I may have that person's login. So I'm gonna delete it out of here so you guys can see it, and I'm gonna do it for you. Ready? Check this out. Just gonna delete it so you guys can see it. Okay, ready? If your screen looks like this and you can see upload my free score now, great. If your screen looks like this and you can't see upload my free score now, there's literally a red line, gray line. You take that and scroll over and you click upload my free score now. So I got both people knocked out. All right. So now I'm going to click upload. Guys, we're literally going to follow the 5 steps. It's this easy. I swear it is this easy. Ready? Click step 1. Oh, shit. Did I send it here? I think I sent it here. I do have it. Okay, copy. Log in. That's step 1. After that, I close this down. I don't need this. I click step 2. After I do step 2, Control A or Command A, copy, paste. Who needs me to run that back? Yes. Guys, I no offense, I'm not going to be rude in how I say this, but yes, you should keep paying for my free score now until you're done with your process, because you should be updating your credit report every single month. How are you supposed to know if something came off? How's the system supposed to know if something came off if you're not updating it every single month? That's personal preference to me, but at the end of the day, for whoever's in here doing this, and you're doing it for yourself or you're doing it for somebody else, there's red flag questions for me, right? First red flag question is the credit report. Second red flag question is, well, what happens if I don't have a bank account? These are red flag questions for me when I'm doing credit repair, or when I was doing credit repair, which I'm like, ooh. Here's the thing. You're signed up with Experian. I'm like, oh. Am I able to go on a rant for about 5 minutes? But it's okay if I can go for a rant unless you guys want me to keep moving forward. Put a 1 in the chat if you're okay with it. I have one person that said move forward. I have a bunch of everybody like, no. Ready? Here's my rant. Why would you pay the person that's reporting the information for you incorrectly? Why are you paying the damn bureau? Rant done. Common sense, ladies and gentlemen. I told you I've been doing this a long time. You got 15 years of experience in front of you. 15 years of experience. Look, I can go get all 3 bureaus for free. Why would I pay them? Literally, so I can view all 3 credit reports in the same place? F you. Very nicely, F you. You're supposed to give me that shit for free. You know the reason that there are third parties that exist? You know the reason that third parties exist? So that they put them all together? Because really, the third party agencies, what are they doing? They're not doing credit repair. They're showing you your credit report, but what are they doing? They're selling you identity theft monitoring. Go look on your smart credit. Go look on my free score now. Go look on all of that stuff. They're selling you identity theft based upon your credit report. Come on, guys. It's a game. It's a game. Learn how to play the game. I told you that. Learn how to play the game. So now, why do I use a third party? I use a third party, whether it be my free score now, my score IQ, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, whoever's out there, I use a third party because the third party, right? First off, I'm feeding somebody else's family. I'm not feeding the Bureau because they pay nominally whatever it is for the Bureau report. But at the same time, they're going to give me all the back end data in something called a JSON. This is what a JSON is. This JSON will now be able to be imported into companies, and those companies now will be able to help you fix your credit. If the Bureau really gave a shiznit about you, they would have created the JSON so people can go in and fix their credit. But guess what? They have a little thing on their website that says, hey, you can dispute your credit over here, but you lose your ability to sue us if you fix your credit on our website and we find something verified. Yeah, no. I'll send my letters out snail mail, and I'll keep my ability to sue you because we know that you're doing something wrong. There's my rant is over. I do apologize for people that didn't want me to go that far. Right? Done. How many people would like me to see me do this again? Perfect. Let's go. Let's do it again. So, I got you guys. I told you, I'm gonna make it worth it for you guys to be here. I'm gonna make it worth it. I promise you I'll make it worth it. So again, just follow the steps. Click step 1, log in. I'm already logged in, so it didn't log us out. Click step 2, right? I got the the credit report over here in JSON form. I'm gonna hit Control A or Command A if you're on a Mac. Right click, copy. Come back to the software, right click, paste. Done. Done, 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 done. Now, there was a person over here that did say something about my score IQ. Do you need to learn how to pull the my score IQ report into the software? I know there was somebody that said that. Yes, Miss Armstrong. That's one. Do I have one more? Just to make sure that I have at least 2 people. Miss Armstrong, if that's the case, I don't want to hold everybody back if they're not doing that. I know you're one of mine, so you have access to us. Just ask Ray for the video. Ray will drop the video over to you. You have the phone number to Ray, correct, Miss Armstrong? Yep. Just ask Ray for the video. I've already recorded it for our community. We'll go from there. Yo, push. AR. I don't think he's here. Okay. I'm here. Brother, give me a call after here. I think you have my number. Give me a call. That's fine. Give me a call when we get done in class. I want to talk to you about something. And Gabe, you too. Give me a call. I want to tell you something on what we're doing, just so you guys hear it. All right? Boom, 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 boom. All right, cool. Anybody need me to do this one more time? Are we good here? And we can actually get to the attack area. I'm the Alibaba team in the 44 Thieves. Alibaba and the 44 Thieves. You'll find out. You'll find out in about 30 seconds. Okay, we're good. So once we upload the credit report, It'll go in and it will save at the bottom and say Epic Pro Report V2. Ray, can you send Gabe my office number, my direct office number, so you can call? I can call him and send it to AR too, directly to them.
Okay.
All right. And then you'll see it'll upload, and then if you click the little pencil, it'll process HTML and actually show you the credit report. Okay, and that's it. That's it, guys. As easy as that. Always when you're leaving the system, anything that you do, you click save. Make sure all your data is saved. Double check everything. You're good to rock and roll. Email must be valid. Yeah. I do not have a real email one for this one. Okay. So we're done. We are done. Ready? Who wants to see me generate an attack in less than 30 seconds? Ready? Ray, pull the timer up.
Okay. Now what?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Go to the homepage.
Okay.
I'm gonna teach you.
now-
I'm gonna teach you the AI way, and then I'm gonna teach you some other way. But just understand, I'm gonna teach you 2 ways today, and you can choose which one's the best way for you. Ready? Call it. Ray.
1, 2, 3, and go.
Send rounds of attack. Click on the attack area. Select your client you just set up. Maximum effectiveness focus. You want me to print your letters for you? You literally, I'm the first one at the top. Put this in, TPMPA, and click generate. You are done.
20 seconds.
20 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, there's 8 rounds that go through the system, at least a minimum of 8 rounds, right? That we've seen what people have done. TPMPA is our discount code that we send it to you. It stands for the name of my company, Total Post and Print. It's not really a discount. You get a different pricing structure when you join the class. TPNPA is the name of the company, Total Post and Print, and then A stands for me, Ali. So it knows it comes from me. So they can't argue with you about your discount code because it's coming right from the boss. Can I do that again? Absolutely. Watch. Ready? Home. Send rounds of attack. Go to the attack area. Select your client that you just did. Maximum effectiveness focus. If you want me to print your letters for you, select my team. Write TPMPA and click generate. Done. Don't overthink it, guys. This one's the easy way. This one's the easy way. And I know a lot of you will use this. This is the one where you don't have to read the credit report. You don't have to do nothing. You don't have to know what's on that. You just do it and you're done. Unless you're printing out the letters. If you're printing out the letters, it's going to go crazy. Why did I give you this one and not the other one? Yes. But I didn't get there yet. Why did I give you this one and not maximum efficiency focus? Here's what happened. Maximum efficiency focus is not showing deletions and people are getting frustrated. They're getting frustrated that it's not showing deletions, so I am no longer showing it. I am no longer saying it's the right way to go. And if somebody comes to you, and I wrote this to the other trainer, and says, hey, look, that's the way that you go, you can do whatever you want. Stella, what program? Can I do this with your joining your class? Which class? Guys, some questions you guys ask me are too ambiguous. You need to open it up a little bit and get a little more detailed. Please, 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 please. So like I said, with other trainers and everything that we're doing, when we go over here, I try to let them know that we have to do that just to give you guys a better chance at getting deletion so you guys don't get frustrated. So that's where I changed. I switched gears. I used to teach efficiency focus, and now I no longer teach efficiency focus. I use it to effective focus. The gain for me is so that you guys get a better, stronger letter right off the jump, and then we go from there. Does that make sense? That makes sense? Put a 1 in the chat if that makes sense for everybody. Perfect. All right, ready? I got all my 1s coming. Who prefers being in the control seat? Who prefers being the one that knows what's going on? I want to control everything. I want to control what's going on. I want to be that person that, you know, I want to be the person that has the control. Well, so in software, we call that a power user. So write power user in the chat if you want to be a power user. Oh, look at all these power users popping up. Oh, look at this. This is beautiful. Look at all these power users coming up. There, let's go. Let's change it to power user. So when I want to become a power user, the reason I want to become a power user is I like controlling what is going on. I like to make sure I can control the AI. So when I select the AI over here, I say, okay, look, hey, software, I don't need you to pick the letters for me. I'm going to pick them myself. I click do it yourself, and I click generate. Now it opens up the whole system. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to try to take the chat up to the screen. I'm not going to be able to see anybody over here. I'm not going to be able to see raised hands. I am going to take the chat up. Let's do me a favor. Just keep things where they're at over here, meaning don't go crazy. This is the major part of what we're going to do. Ask questions while we're here. Ladies and gentlemen, Ray, drop the cheat sheet for everybody over here, right? Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to open it up on my screen, and then when I show everybody everything, we're going to go down. This is going to be crazy, right?
It's coming.
Cool. So everybody open up that cheat sheet if you're on your computer. Open up that cheat sheet. If you're on your phone, save it. Save it and open it up at another time. But I'm going to show you guys how to use the cheat sheet, and I'm going to show you guys how to go through the system. But what happens is, me explaining this to everybody. This is the AI. You can tell I'm not up on the board. These are the attacks. Each attack is a different AI, right? So, let me get up now. Do me a favor, ladies and gentlemen, write the most aggressive attack right in the chat, MPEP. The second most aggressive attack, MPEC, which technically the verbiage is just a tad bit different. Just a tad. Not drastic enough for you guys to be able to tell, but for a trained eye, they can tell. So everybody write MPEP, and then after they read MPEP, write MPEC. Got to know what the most aggressive is and what the second most aggressive is. First and second. Thank you. Thank you, Brian and Samantha. Appreciate that. MPEP, MPEC, ladies and gentlemen. Let's write that in the chat. MPEP, MPEC. First and second. Let's understand what the attacks are for. Come on, I'm waiting for you guys. Let's stay engaged. We're at the end. There we go. So now, for purposes of today, I'm going to go with indemnity, which is MPEP. If you have Darius's software, it's Beast, and Schmitty's go combo 1. Gabe, what is it in your software? What's your MPEP? Do you know it off your hand? I know mine's Blast Furnace. There we go. There we go. People getting engaged. Let's go. Power. There you go. See? We picked our names purposefully for whatever needs to be. I think, honestly, I'm going to be straight with you, Gabe. I think everybody didn't realize that Schmitty done picked the best names. Go combo 1, go combo 2, go combo 3. He literally did it easy. If I would have known, I would change my name to that too. All right, let's go. I'm going to clear this off. I'm going to select indemnity. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to select the attack. Since it's the first attack for a majority of people, we're just going to start with indemnity 1. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're on your first attack, 30 days, you're going to go to your next attack. Not next generation. It's the next 30 days. So if you make 8 mistakes, you don't go through all 8 attacks. You just keep going to attack 1. Put a 1 in the chat if that makes sense. I hope you don't make 8 mistakes. Okay, so here. If you are generating a letter, right? And say you send it to my team reviews the letter, and you made a mistake. You made a mistake on the letter. You're like, oh, damn, I made a mistake. Okay, that's perfectly fine. Don't go generate round 2. Don't go generate attack 2. You go back and generate attack 1. If you make 8 mistakes in round 1, you keep generating round 1 until all your mistakes are clear. Then next month, you generate round 2. Every 30 days is a new generation, okay? Not every time you generate a letter. So now, just to give you an idea, hey, I messed up on this. Instead of going here and selecting indemnity 2, I don't select indemnity 2. I go back and select indemnity 1. As easy and simple as that. Okay, guys, I'm gonna make it nice and easy for you. When you are trying to deal with a cost-effective client, what is a cost-effective client? Client that doesn't have liquid funds available. Check all in blue. I don't even read the credit report. I come here, I write 6, default. This is for people that have challenged funds. If you have challenged funds, this is the most aggressive way to run a credit report. It will spit out 60 to 70 pages per attack, but it will do a good job. Okay, take a screenshot of that, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm not reading the credit report here, but I am selecting the most aggressive AI to handle my credit report. Does that make sense? Yes, no, maybe so? There we go. All right. Now, see the difference between the power user one is when we selected the most aggressive in the AI one, the AI would pick the letters and do whatever it needs to. Now you just pick the letters. Now, let me ask you a question. How many people know what's actually on their credit? I'm going to answer that for you. 92% of people don't know what's on their credit. About 8% of people do. Okay? About 8% of people know what's on their credit. So what happens is MPEC. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. You use MPEC. That's the second most aggressive one. MPEC is the second most aggressive. That's okay. MPEP, if you don't have it, that's not a problem. Like I said, it's just a little bit of a verbiage change. So don't worry about it. Okay? MPEC is going to do the same thing. So now I'm going to break this down for everybody over here. I'm going to show you a little cheat, and then we're going to go through here. Watch. PI, personal identifier. So I'll write that here. This one's public record. PUB, not D, PUB, or PR, any which way you want to turn it. INQ or IQ. Remember, Ray gave you guys the sheet, but if you can't open it, just let you know where we're getting this for. SLCC, MCC, AOCC, SLDL 3 plus, MDL 3 plus, AODL 3 plus, SLDL3, 1-2. This is 1-2. And this is MDL 1-2. And AODL 1-2. Why did I do this, guys? Why did I do this for you? Because it opens up the understanding. No. Yes, that is 100% true, Gabe. It is not available for MyScoreIQ. I don't know for what reasons, but it's not really different than MPEP. But yes. Okay. But there is reasons that we use MyScoreIQ, Mr. Gabe. Here we go. Okay, so I broke all this down now. I drew all this up for everybody. The reason I drew all this up is so everybody can understand. When we go into the next part, you have to know how to categorize your letters. You know what category they go into. Everything is color coordinated based upon one of these categories. If you don't see, yes, absolutely. If you don't see one of these abbreviations that I've wrote on the screen up on the screen for you over there, it's not there, which means you have to look for the one that matches. Okay? We did this purposefully, so it makes life nice and easy. Okay? So, what I do is nice and simple. Okay? Once I draw this out, you can take a screenshot for yourself, but this is how it works. I come over here, I hit check all in green. Now, all I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this on unlimited, and the rest will be default. Why? Because I don't know how many negative items is in the system. All right? I don't know what's there. I didn't read the credit report, but God forbid I make a heinous mess up and hit generate the letter by accident. I'm still going to get the most aggressive attack. I'm still going to get the most aggressive attack. And it's going to generate it. Excuse me, I took a swig of water. It's going to generate it to a way where it's nice and easy. So watch this. I hit next. Now the AI is reading the system for us. Now the AI is going through the system for us. Okay? And once it finishes the system, it says, so green is for most aggressive attack. Blue is for most cost-effective attack. Okay? We'll get there. We'll get there. Don't jump ahead. We didn't even move into the attack thing yet. We got to identify everything before we get there. Don't jump ahead, guys. So now, first and foremost, come in over here, and I usually draw a big arrow that comes here and says, hey, how you doing? This piece over here shows me everything. Now, if everybody's looking at this, this is all the items on your credit report. Software now categorized it for you by color. Okay? Everything that's the same color is the same thing. So let me ask a question. In what you're seeing on your screen, which would you assume is the positive item? And why? Why? Hey, at least you're honest. I make it simple, guys. What type of green is that? Looks like what? Money green, right? Green means money. That's it. Nice and easy. I like to associate things with things that we use in the real world. If we don't associate it with things we use in the real world, we're going to forget it. We're going to forget it. But if I associate it with money, every time you put out that dollar out of your pocket, you're going to be like, oh shit, green with money. You're going to remember that. So that's the key. That's the king. That is the key. All right? So now I go up over here. and I go to this box that says hide positive items. The reason that I go over here and do that is, watch this. If I click this, yo, where'd all the green go, ladies and gentlemen? All the green's gone. So when all the green's gone, what happens? Now we're focused on the negative items. And every negative item that's there is everything that we focused on. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Yes? Perfect. So now we're going to learn how to identify the negative items using our cheat sheet. Ray, can you do me a favor? Send me the cheat sheet on WhatsApp, please?
Sure.
Or send it here. It doesn't make a difference. I don't care. Either or. I'm going to put it up on the screen anyway. I don't know if I'm going to be able to.
I just sent it to you.
Send it here.
I just sent it to you.
Okay. All right. Let's see if I can come up over here. Send it in the chat. It's not coming up on the screen. I just wanted to come up on the screen. Send it in the chat. Watch this, guys. What I'm going to show you is how to go through the negative item. Watch this. When I come over here and I scroll down over here, I click 1. Here's our first negative item. So now I'm just going to write this up on the board, and then I'm going to get back and I'm going to show everybody what I'm doing. This is actually going to be really good for you guys. Ready? Watch this. Break down. Neg item number. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why did I label that? If I'm talking to you guys and I say go to box 2, this is box 2. If I say go to box 1, let's go to box 1. If I say go to box 3, go to box 3. Go to box 4, go to box 4. So it just coincides with what it is, just in order. It doesn't mean anything. But this, guys, is the most important box. You know why? This is the actual type of negative item it is. This is what's wrong. Does that make sense? So on this one, ladies and gentlemen, this one's personal information. So if I ask you what negative item is here, put it in the chat. What negative item is here? Two? PI. Thank you, Miss Richard. Richard, I'm sorry. I'm going to keep calling you Miss Richard, even though I'm like really quickly. Thank you, Miss Richard. PI. Perfect, because we're using the abbreviations. Now we're going quick. But guess what? Let me show you something that'll make your life easier. So what I do is I half my screen. Come over here to the top. Let's go over here. I half my screen. I come over here. I do this. Then it's up from yesterday. Let's close that out. Watch this. I'm going to open it back up just so you guys can see it fresh. I'm going to click edit and markup. Right? And now I'm going to put it in red. So if number 1 was PI, right? And box 2 was PI, I just come over here. I'm going to attack PI because it's there, right? That's simple. That's literally what we created the cheat sheet for, so you can attack it nice and easily. Now let's go back to the software. Let's go over here. What's number 2? Can anybody tell me what number 2 is? I'm going to zoom out a little bit, guys. Just a little. Let's see if that works. So we can see it. Can anybody tell me what number 2 is? IQ. So I'll come over here. And I put IQ. Or INQ. Is this easy? Am I showing this to you guys, making it nice and easy for everybody here? Now I go to number 3. What's number 3? Perfect. Well, guess what? We got a check for IQ already over there, so it's there. Let's go to number 4. I'm going to say it until somebody says it. Come on, what's number 4? Miss Armstrong, come on. You got to let them get it, Miss Armstrong. You've been here before. You understand what it is. But I got you, girl. Good job. Are you driving a BMW? You know they all have the same lights on the top. You know that, right? That you turn around and ask me, how the hell did I figure out? I'm like, hold on, wait, that looks like my wife's car. Brown colorless IQ, yes. So now we're done with IQ. We don't even need to say any longer in IQ. We go over here to 41. Well, what's 41, guys? What's 41? And why is it a different color? INQ, yes. Why is it a different color? Does somebody see something different on the screen that will cause it to be a different color? Oh, shit, my camera was following me. Sorry, guys. Okay. Does anybody see something different? I'll show you where it's different. It's right here. It says best inquiry. What's a best inquiry? It means it's attached to an account. And if it's attached or related to an account in any which way, shape, and form, what is that? That, for us, is jet fuel. We don't touch that shit with a 10-foot pole. We don't touch it. Why? There's a whole science behind how to remove an inquiry attached to an account. But here's the thing. You're in a basic class, and I'm not explaining the science. What I'm going to tell you in a basic class is leave it the heck alone. Because if you get that account removed, I don't care if it's your account or somebody else's account, it causes a nightmare and a headache. So instead of causing a nightmare and a headache, here's what I do. I'll scroll down to the bottom and I click remove this content. That's it. It's gone. Now we go back to a bad inquiry. See, it says bad inquiry over there. How do we get to the science class? I told everybody how to get to the science class. It's easy. You pay for printing, you get access to Friday's class. That's where the science comes in. Now, same thing with 42. If we go back over here, 42, it's right here. Click 42, and it's right here. Same thing, best inquiry, scroll down and remove it. Because here's the thing behind it. I'm gonna not go too crazy with the science, but here's the thing behind it, guys. When it gets removed, they send an issue back to the creditor and say this is now considered fraud. Now they look at your file and they say, okay, this was now considered fraud or whatever documentation that it's put on there. Now, okay, they did not request this inquiry. Because they did not request this inquiry, this account is now fraud. Because this account is now fraud, now they close the account down. That's it. So what happens is now you have to reopen the account. Okay, baby girl, you have to reopen up the account because they did it that way. All right, so that's the science. That is the reason why we don't want to remove a best inquiry. Just leave it. Okay. So let's go to 87. What's 87, guys? What? Figures, right? No problem. You're welcome. AOCC, yes. Just come over to the thing. No, that's not AOCC. AODL 1-2. Follow the thing, guys. AODL lates, or you match it up over here. All other delinquency lates 1-2. Always put the 1-2, guys. Always put the 1-2 because 1-2 means what? It's 1 to 2 late payments. So because it's 1 to 2 late payments, you want to put that one there because that's what we're going to be checking. So here, check mark, done. Right? Let's go to the next one. Let's go to 88. What's 88? Hi, cute girl. Hi, my little girl. I'm just literally putting it on the other screen. Can everybody see the other screen? I mean, I am sharing my whole screen. SLDL 3 plus. Perfect. SLDL 3 plus. That exists. Perfect. Okay. Right? Now, I go to 89. This is the trick question, and this is why we created the cheat sheet for everybody over here. This is the trick question. What on 89, what is the negative item? So what would you put in the chat? What is the negative item? Okay. Now, Brian, what did I say at the beginning? If it doesn't exist on the cheat sheet, you got to find it. So find CO on the cheat sheet. Bingo! Yo, I know AOCC comes out to soccer, so it's okay. Just keep going. I know what it is. Bingo! Everybody found it on the cheat sheet. There you go. That's why I have the cheat sheet up. So now we got AOCC. Ladies and gentlemen, now that we understand how to rock the system and how to check everything off, do we see a color that we have not gone over already that is not checked off? Which one did you say? My wife is now walking in front of me, ladies and gentlemen. My wife is getting antsy and she's wet. Daddy, it's time to finish up. Come upstairs. Gold, great, or orange, either or. Right here, 96. Good job. Yes, we ignore the blinking ones because I don't teach you how to do creditor letters to send it out to the creditors because a majority of their addresses are incorrect. So we ignore them because if we click them, and as soon as I make the screen bigger in a second, I'll show you what it is. 96 is what, ladies and gentlemen? And do we have it on our sheet? I actually like this. I should have been doing this like this a long time ago. SLDL 3+. And do we have it on the sheet? Bingo. So it's done. So now all we're going to do is we're going to scroll down here. We're going to look at the documents, make sure our documents are uploaded. I'll give you a cheat sheet and say, now I'll give you another gem over here. Put your first name, last name, if you're doing it on the computer, and ID. Okay? I tell this, it's not a joke, it's the truth. When we first started printing all the way in the beginning, okay, all the way in the beginning, all the way, somebody sent us their Johnson by accident because they uploaded an image incorrectly. Okay? We never printed it out because I saw that we had to go back and go fix it, and that's the way that we fixed it. So now just put your first name, last name when you're renaming your documents, first name, last name, ID, so you know who it matches up to, the client that it matches to, and you're good to rock and roll. So now, once that's done, I scroll up over here, and I'm going to look, and there's going to be a spot over here that says top. I'm going to scroll to the top. Now, I'm going to make this a little bit bigger so it fits the screen, and on the top, we want to go to client information, and we want to double check everything. First name, last name, middle name over here. First name, middle name, last name. Address, double check, date of birth, social security number. Everything looks good. Two different softwares. Okay? I don't know what the person's tracking number is, so we can't go down that way. So we got general, and we're done. Now, we're going to go back and reset the system. And we're going to go back to reset the system again. I'm going to show this. We're going to go back to the AI. We're going to pick the AI that we're going to use. Whatever AI, MPEP or MPEC, it doesn't make a difference. Okay? I'm going to select that, and I'm going to select the attack number that we're in. Once we do that, I already have everything here, so I'm just going to follow it. PI, inquiries, all of the charge-off collections, SLDL, and that. I'm literally going to go here and do this, right? Ready? PI, inquiries, all other charge-off and collections, student 3+, all other delinquencies. Please tell me somebody that was difficult. Please tell me I made that difficult for you. I made it very difficult, right? Very simple. Very, 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 very simple. Because all you have to do is know what you're looking for. Okay? You gotta know what you're looking for. Once you know what you're looking for, you put it on the sheet. Once the sheet is there, you just use the sheet over again. Now, what I would do is save this sheet as the person's name, and you can just come back to the sheet every single time. Now, watch this. I did this. Do me a favor. Ray, if you ask Ray nicely, Ray will drop it again. I don't know where Ray is. Do me a favor, guys. How many green check boxes are selected right now with a green check inside of them or a white check inside of them? 5. How many credit bureaus are there? Data furnishers are there? 5 times 3 is what, ladies and gentlemen? 15. Default. Next. Include all 3 bureaus and generate the letter. I'm done. I am done. So now I have now finished, generated the letters for you guys, and now we are completed. Now, I don't need to generate this letter because I've generated this letter like 18,000 times, so I'm just going to show you what it looks like. So now after we generate the letter, if we ever want to go back to the letter, we can always click on the name of the person, and we can see whatever letters we've generated for them. As you can see, all the numbers are different in every which way, shape, and form. Okay, I just generated a letter 4 days ago, which was on the other class. Let me let you look at the letter. I'm going to download the letter again, and this is what the letter looks like. Show you just the collections, and here's what one of your letters looks like. And this is, remember when I was talking about I don't control how many pages come out? It generates whatever it wants on pages. So this is the key to understand that this could generate whatever it wants to do whatever it wants. Gabe, what up, baby?
Hello?
Hello.
Can you hear me? Okay. Can you go back to that when you did the 15?
Okay.
And I got a question on that.
Don't screw up my people.
You already know where I'm going.
Don't screw up my people. It's basic.
Okay. All right. Because you already know where I'm going.
I know which class you've been in.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Never mind. There's gonna be a discussion on the side. Then I don't want to.
As soon as everybody here that leaves from basic. If you want to stay after for a couple of minutes, you're more than welcome to ask whatever questions you want.
This going to be on the side.
Yeah, okay. I don't want to screw up anybody that is
I got you.
out of basic.
Got you. Okay, never mind.
Do we pay per page or per letter? Both. You pay for the letter and you pay for the page. And I'm talking about token or per day. If you pay to print, you pay for everything. Think about it if you were doing yourself. You got to go buy paper. You got to buy ink. You got to buy letters. You got to buy stamps. You got to buy everything. So you got to pay for all of it to come out. Make sense? Question. The floor is open now. So now that the floor be open, you can everybody can either unmute themselves or go from there. I told you guys from $2 all the way to $900. I cannot give you that answer for a reason. If one person has one negative item and the person has 90 negative items, they don't get charged the same. It's just how much the software generates. Noah's had letters. Noah's one of my students. Noah's had letters that he has paid $11 for, and he's had letters that he's paid $300 for. And they've gone up and down. So it's just how you choose the AI to utilize it in your way. I can't tell you that, because if you go more aggressive the next round, if you go a lot more aggressive the next round and it spits out more letters, you're expecting one price and then you get another price, and that's where it throws you off. So you got to go based upon what comes out. And that's the key. I try to make sure that I state that to everybody, because if I tell you guys something, then I'm obligated to stick to that. Not obligated if I don't know what's coming. Now, if it was, if it was, FCRA letters, they're like 10-page maximum, 3 letters that go out, maybe 6 letters that go out. That's a whole different game. These are not FCRA letters. This AI is crazy and spits out some weird stuff all the time. So at the end of the day, I just keep my mouth shut and say, hey, the estimate is free. Just send it. If you don't want to go, just say, hey, look, I can't afford it. Cool with me. I'm not going to sit here and hard sell you. I'm like, I get it. Miss Richard, Miss Tara. Come off mute. I'll mute you in a second, buddy.
Unmute. There you go. So you paying, it looked like you got to pay per page, right? Instead of per page of your letter.
If you printing with me, yes. If you're working your own file, you still got to pay per page, but it's a lot different. Does that make sense?
I'm talking to be fixing other people's credit, because my credit good. So how do we bill our clients based on the way y'all have y'all system set up?
Not this class. This is a basic class. Wrong class.
How do I get to the advanced class? Because that's what I need.
So everybody came from a community, right? Everybody came from a community.
I came from Smitty's, yeah.
The first question that you go into that community and ask them. If you can't get that answer and you say you come into me, that's why I have my own community come on the printed, because who's been answering it? I have. And it's very hard for me to answer something when people don't come in and don't lock in. So that's the problem, Miss Tara. And also, I'm not stepping on your mentor's feet in any which way, shape, and form. First off, you got to do business with the people that brought you through the door, not me. If you come in and do
but this class was in their calendar for me to join. So how do I know? Since it's on the schedule, we didn't know who we was getting the other day. We got some other guys. You see what I'm saying? I don't know who I'm getting when I click on these classes to come to. So how do we know which ones we need to be on in the first place then, with that being said?
I don't know. I'm not in their communities. I don't control their communities. So how can I answer that question for you?
Yeah, okay, I'm going in the chat and ask. Okay.
You've got to go in your community.
But what's your community? Because I like how you teach. This is the second one I've been on.
As soon as you do printing, you get access to it for free. That's how I do that. I don't give it out because, again, this is not my sales pitch. I'm not allowed to pitch anything in here.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay, but you say once we do printing what with the
all you gotta do is literally all you gotta send one PM order in. You get access to me for the rest of the time. That's it. One order. You get access to the printing. One order.
So when I do a client in the software, in Dion's or Smitty, whoever software I do it in, and I say I want to print the documents through you, right? Do an internal printing. Then I get access to your community.
As soon as you get inside, you get an email that says, welcome to the community. And then you go right to Ray, which Ray is right there. Okay.
Okay.
And you say, hey, Ray, just make it free for me. He takes your email address and he sends it right in.
Gotcha.
You understand I own. So you guys got to understand something. First off, I don't step on anybody's toes. Okay. First and foremost, I don't step on anybody's toes. Secondly, every person that comes in through this room, whether you're Darius, you're Smitty, you're Dion, okay?
Now, what's your name?
I'm Ollie.
Ollie. Okay, Ollie.
Okay? I don't step on anybody's toes in this room. So at the end of the day, I make sure that every single one of you, okay, goes back to your community first. Now, if you don't get your answer and you come back to me, that's fine. I run the classes every 2 weeks, okay? I run the classes every twice a week. Right, every Wednesday and Saturday, I'm here, right? And then
so you Wednesday and Saturday.
I have my own class. You have my own students inside of this class. You have
Okay.
other business owners inside of this class that own their own version of the software that learn from me, like Gabe, right? Gabe came to my Friday class. He prints with me. He does all that stuff. So I just let you the gravity of the person that you're dealing with on the other end. I don't mess with any of these other people.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. Here's the thing, guys. I don't agree with that number that was just put in. I agree that's wrong. I agree that's absolutely wrong. That's why I don't give you a number. That's why I don't tell you, because nobody quantifies the number. Thank you, Gabe. Nobody actually quantifies the number for you. I quantify it. I do it every Friday class. I quantify it every single Friday class. And I show it every single Friday class that I'm available why you should be charging what you're charging.
So we don't get into the Friday class until
you
we
pay for print, until you pay for printing.
print it. Gotcha.
It's that simple.
All right, so I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna use me as my example. I'm gonna do my student loan, right? Letters, right? To get them up off me. I ain't got no lates or nothing, but I want to remove them. I didn't see anything on how to remove your student loans. You got them letters?
As long as it's a late payment, it's the SLDL. SLDL.
I got no lates.
What
I
is
want to
it?
remove them.
Can't
I
remove-
got
you
nothing. But
can't
they just
remove-
in deferment right now.
They're in deferment. You can't remove a student loan in the software unless it's a negative attached to them. It's not a removal in the software unless there's a negative attached to them. Because what are you going to try to remove? Gabe, I got you 2 seconds. What are you going to try to remove it on? What basis?
What if the information, the amount that they reporting is incorrect? It's an inaccuracy.
That's FCRA. That's not that's whatchamacallit.
Part of this.
That's not a Metro
Gotcha.
2 thing, because that technically, if the amount is correct, that's an update information. That's not grounds for a removal.
Gotcha.
You remember when I told you I got 15 years in this?
Yeah.
You remember when I told you I got 15 years in this? It's a whole different game than what I teach you. Hold on, give me a second.
Gotcha.
Gabe, come over here. Talk to them, but
Yes. All right. I know a lot of y'all in here are new and just getting started with credit repair. And I was in y'all shoes 2 years ago. You want to come in and get clients. You might start off charging clients $300, $500, $750, like somebody wrote in the chat, to get your first client. You're selling yourself short because it is expenses in this business. Whether you print with Ali, whether you print on yourself, whether you go to somebody else to print, you still got to pay an expense, okay?
Right.
And this is the only software that I use. I don't use nothing else. I don't use FTC. I don't use none of it. I use this. And this is not a speed game. This is a correct legal game, but it's not a speed game. It's not going to be 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. You might be with a client for a year.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? And throughout that year, you're going to be paying for this printing, for this mailing, whether you're doing it yourself. So don't shortchange yourself or shortcut yourself because you charge somebody $500 and you're dealing with them for a year. Guess what?
Right.
I charged a client when I first started $500 13 months ago. I'm in the red, but just because of who I am, I'm still fighting to get the work done. So I learned a lot of things along the way. If you start off low, it's going to be hard to go up.
Gotcha.
But you don't sell yourself short. You learn what your expenses are and average it out to where you're going to be with a client at least a year. And you put it to where you can make a business out of this.
How do you white label the software where you offer DIY, where they do it themselves?
send me $3,000.
Just get access to it.
You send me $3,000 right now. I send it to Dion, and I'll have your software built in 6 weeks.
Okay, you say 3,000?
Yes, ma'am. I'm the only one that has access to the ability to do that.
And
Okay, can you
that's
drop
way
your
cheaper
information
than
where how I
that's
get to
way
you?
cheaper than what I did.
Hold on, wait. Got two of you going on. I know.
I'm letting y'all know now. That's way cheaper than when I got my
I
software.
know.
I have my own
Alex,
software,
Yes.
so yeah,
drop,
jump
drop,
on that.
drop. Yeah, I am. Drop your information so I can get to you.
No,
How
just
to do
go
that?
Ray. Just drop a phone number. You're gonna go to Ray, and when Ray's ready, Ray will.
Okay,
When
Ray. Yeah,
yeah
Ray, give me the number.
yeah, that's Ray over there, and you go from right there.
Okay, y'all in Vegas, huh?
I'm not in Vegas.
That's a Vegas phone number Ray just dropped.
Oh no, that's whatever the phone system gave us. That's what
Okay, got you.
I got 90.
Okay.
I got 97 phone numbers, ladies and gentlemen. I literally have two
Okay.
phones that sit in front of me at all times. I was like, "Where's the other one?" Actually, three. Here's the other one. I have three phones that sit in front of me all the time that are ringing all day long.
Okay. So
I don't.
3,000, and you have my software built in when now? How many?
I send it over to Dion. Once Dion approves everything, you get everything ready to rock and roll, right? It goes to Dion. You get you get the approval from him. It tells you it's about 6 to 8 weeks. But it
Okay.
all depends on you to make sure you have everything ready. It's going to require a logo. It's going to require all the names, everything that you're going to need to get it done. I can get you that white label if you would not white label. It's called a gray label because
Gray label?
he
Okay.
controls the pricing. He controls everything.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds
And then
good.
you're literally partnering with Dion. I do the trainings
Okay,
on your
partner with
classes,
Dion.
like Gabe and AR Pusher, AR Credit Pusher. This is the training for everybody that owns a gray label. So when I come in here, you see, so Tara, think about this. You own a white label right now, and then you're talking to me about a Friday class. Would you be pissed off if I'm teaching your student and they come to me and I'm trying to push off one of my products to them? You'd be pretty.
Oh yeah, I'd be pissed off.
Hell yeah, be pissed
Take
off.
money out my pocket.
You see the difference of why I don't do what I don't do?
Yes.
It's called
Yeah,
it's called
I got you.
morality. That's the whole point, Dwayne. So when everybody says if you pay for printing, that's a whole different story. Now you're a client of mine. Now I can do whatever the heck I want with you.
Got you. All right.
If you don't pay for printing, be my guest, go your way. If I have a question, can we contact you as well? Type of question is, I'm not for questions, ladies and gentlemen. You can go in. Again, printing gets you access to the whole team. It's not just, hey, look, I got a question. How do I do an FTC report? I am retired out of the credit repair game. I don't do that anymore. I teach twice a week, and that's about it. I don't do that. If you are part of the printing team, you've paid for printing, you can ask as many questions as you want. But if otherwise, no. I charge for a one-on-one consultation. I charge $1,000 an hour.
A one-on-one consultation.
For a one-on-one consultation, I charge $1,000 an hour. You need to understand something. I also own two other softwares that is inside in the credit game. I own two other softwares, and my people have been asking it inside of here. I have my own students. The basic portion is complete. Yes, this is just open for questioning, Q&A. Any questions that you guys have? Ray, drop the link for everybody. I know why she was asking that. She wants the YouTube channel.
I got you.
She wants the YouTube channel. You got two YouTube channels that you can go to, ladies and gentlemen, and you can get that. That's it. Yes. As soon as I heard that, there you go. Make sure you save them. You like and subscribe. You also know when we go live immediately. At that point, you guys will know when we go immediately, so you can watch it. So if you don't remember, it's perfect. Always like and subscribe to the YouTube channels.
Okay.
All right. Questions before I close down the door for today. I'm done for today. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. So I am done. Normally I break off in a private class for my clients, but I'm not doing that today for my clients. What's up? You can ask questions. You're all right. Hold on. Let me turn it off so people don't have to raise their hands. You can unmute yourselves now. AR, Deborah does trainings Monday and Tuesday and Thursday. I do Wednesday and Saturday.
I had a question for you. So, when would you say is like the like with the client, like the most, like when you first started, or when I'm starting out now, what would you say would be the time frame to repair like a credit? Like what would be the time frame to repair your credit?
7 years. You know why I say 7 years? It's
Wow.
it's a legal binding answer that doesn't go against the FCRA, because
Okay.
naturally a negative item will fall off the credit report in 7 years. So if you tell them 7 years, you legally can be held liable to that, and you can do something incorrect. You can give them a time frame of 1 to 6 months, 10 to 12 months, whatever the case may be. But if you're like, I want a definite, okay, you're definite 7 years. That's when it naturally falls off your credit report. That's something I just learned that. Somebody just taught me that. Back in the day, when you're talking to people, you're trying to do credit report, you're not talking about time frames. The people who are talking about time frames are not compliant and are being watched by the FTC. Just to let everybody know that. I'm just letting you know that. I'm a compliance guy. If you guys don't know what a compliance guy is, I know compliance better than a lot of people. And what do I mean by that? I study how to be in compliance in the credit repair industry and in the credit repair game. Being compliant is the number one thing that doesn't get you in trouble with them. And if you don't get in trouble with them, you will not get a $58,000 lawsuit per infraction and client. So, you listen to me, you'll never get in trouble.
That's why I stick to just Metro too.
Gabe, man. I was talking to Dion last night. Dion called me at midnight, and I was telling him about the $58,000 last night. And he goes, "Are you serious?" He goes, "That's why I'm not in credit repair anymore." I said, "I know. That's why we own software. Because if you do it wrong, $58,000 per infraction. If you missell, $58,000 for every time you've missold. And every client you've brought in through a missell. You tell them the right way, they're going to sign up no matter what. You tell them truthfully, they're going to sign up no matter what. You tell them it's going to take long, they're going to sign up no matter what. But let me tell you something. You know what people are? They're freaking impatient. They're impatient. They want shit done yesterday. It took you more than a year to screw up your credit. You know how long it takes for an account to go into collection charge-off? 9 months. But you want that collection charge-off removed in 1 week. It's not that anytime you say a time, you will get fined. It's if you misrepresent anything that according to your client. So if you've misrepresented the client a time frame that you cannot control, then that's the thing. You are not an attorney. So you cannot sue the bureau. So if you cannot sue the bureau, you cannot control the time. Because if I set a lawsuit in, what happens is they have time to go this. So if they know the lawsuit will take 6 months, then they can say, hey, look, we can have an answer by 6 months. Because they've done it before. But if you're not suing them, then you don't have that time. See what I'm trying to say? Guys, I break this down in such a way that it makes credit easy. It makes credit easy. You have to understand that, but you have to go about it in the right way. Look, I have products. I have things that you guys will be like, oh my God, what the heck is that? You don't believe me? Ask Gabe. Ask Sherman. Ask Noah. Ask the guys that are with me. Ask Ms. Armstrong. I saw somebody else put it in here. I know there's another person in here that was at least there. Miss Stella, I know there's a bunch of people that are with me that they know the products that I have and what I build. So I put my stake behind all of this, and I put my compliance behind all of this. I paid one of the biggest FTC attorneys in the United States down in DC to make sure we never, ever got in trouble. Why do you think I tell you guys to come to a Friday class? When I show you what I have, you're going to fall off your damn chair. And I used to do it after class. I'm going to be straight with you. I used to do it after class. I used to take my students and anybody that was done with credit repair, they didn't want to know anything, and I used to break off into my own private room. Somebody complained about that. So, no more. You want to join after you become a part of our software? Not software. After you become a part of the printing company, you join me on a Friday. That's the best way that you can do it.
So I had another question. So when you're fixing the credit with the software, once the letter gets generated for you, you print it out. You print it out through your company, and then we ship it, or you ship it and do all
I
that. Like,
handle everything for you.
okay,
I handle everything for you. You don't have to worry about going to the post office. You don't have to worry about going to the Staples or any of these places. You don't have to worry about buying ink, any of this stuff. I handle everything top to bottom. All you got to do is just send the letter and pay for whatever the printing cost is. I have two different tiers. I have the standard tier and I have the premium tier. The premium tier is mail with tracking. The standard tier is no tracking. Wait for your next round and go to your next round. That's it. A stalled letter is they have to go into stalled letters when they have to go in and start the investigation. That's it.
and then you wait 30 days to get the next letter going.
That's it. And
Okay, and then Friday, go ahead.
And then what we'll do is usually 5 days before your 30 goes out, we'll remind you that your 30 goes out. You know, somebody destroyed the pot for all of you. I'm telling you like this. Somebody had come to a Saturday to this class and just destroyed the pot for all of you. This shit that I drop in here that I would say, oh my God, it would change your guys' lives. But I'm saying it. Somebody destroyed the pot for all of you. Somebody destroyed the pot for all of you.
So how do we get the pot back?
You don't get the pot back.
It's impossible to regain something that's already been contaminated. So no, we can't get that back, brother.
Wow.
Thank you, Noah. Noah's been with. So let me tell you. Let me explain. Let me explain something to you about Noah. Noah's been with me for 14 months. Noah had 6 negative items in total on his credit report. Okay. So somebody wants to ask what printing is. 6 negative items on his credit report, 3 late payments, and 1 collection, if I remember correctly. Noah, correct me if I'm wrong. Noah's been doing this for 14 months. Finally, we're gonna run his last report. We think we got it all off. 14 months later. So if I put a time limit for anybody in here, okay, and he's been printing with me for 14 months. He's actually one of my mentees. Okay, he's one of my mentees. So you guys want to understand what it is that's somebody who locked in and just said, I'm gonna get my job done. I'm gonna get my job done. Because what happens? He goes into funding right as soon as we're ready to go. And I'm not gonna open up any other cans of worms in here by saying that, but he goes into funding right after we're done. Right after we're done, he goes right into funding. Because he's ready to rock and roll. It's not that he didn't
Ali,
go for it, Tara.
So as you clean in the credit, you also build in their profile at the same time, right? So they can go right into funding, correct?
You can do that if you know what to do, Tara. Yes. Again, you guys are gonna pull me into a different place where I cannot go. So
gotcha. Okay.
You guys
asking the hard questions.
It's not the hard questions. Again, what had happened, something that happened with a specific person. I don't even know who he is, right? And when I went off branched into my own class, I was teaching my students and I was talking to my students about X, Y, and Z. And then I don't know what had happened. It escalated into something completely wrong. And I'm like, I'm not going back down that way. I don't understand something. I eat off of the printing. I eat off all the stuff over here. So we're just not going to go down that way. So the question that you may ask, please go into your communities, asking your communities before you come in here and ask me. When you guys get into the printing, you've done that.
Community, then we can printing. Then we can ask those kind of questions.
You can. When you come into the Friday class, you're going to watch what really happens. You want to watch what the change is on that thing, because the value that is given to you guys at that point is completely different, because I give you 15 years of experience.
Right. And the compliance that go with it.
Bingo.
Yes.
So just to let everybody know, I built a GPT just for compliance. You're going to type in what you want to do. You send it to the GPT, and the GPT tells you how to do it in compliant.
Got you.
Well, shoot,
Right there.
that's a
That's the right way
no-brainer.
to, right. That right there.
What?
Okay, Ollie.
You guys don't know you.
So I'm saying, so the printing you're talking about is like when I go generate my letter, and I say print from inside the software. Now you're the company that's doing the printing, getting the money for the printing, and sending them out the door, and then we can automatically get in your community.
That's it. Because now you're
Okay,
a part.
that's
Think
a no
about
brainer.
think about it. Think about it. You're a part of my community because you paid me to do something now.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's
I
it.
understand.
I like that.
That's the key.
I understand.
Now I can talk to you guys however you want. Literally, I'll tell you guys what happened. I'll tell you one thing that happened before. Miss Mina, how are you?
I'm great, my friend. Sorry I'm late.
You real late. Let me ask you a question. Well, when I'm getting my shirt, where's your brother? I thought your brother was going to be here today.
He may join the call. We had another business meeting for something totally different this morning, so that's why we're just joining.
I want to be on your damn team.
I am not going to spoil the surprise for you, so I am going to let him.
I want my shirt.
We're not doing it the cheap way, so it takes a little bit of a process.
I love you guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
It won't peel off when you get it, so you don't have to worry.
I love it. I love it. Guys, I gotta tell you something. Another one in my community. She was Mina. Let me tell you something. Talk to them. Tell them how good Friday classes are.
Oh my gosh! If you are not in his mentorship, and I wouldn't say mentorship, but on his trainings on Friday, he gives you all the sauce. I mean, even some sauce you may not want for you to actually hear what is so powerful about. I don't know. Can we talk about the score machine, or am I saying too much? Okay, sorry. So for training about Metro 2 and getting you on point with how to use the software, the best things to use for the software. So for me, he taught me really, really, really how to use Metro 2. I thought I knew. I had no freaking clue. And so he really has this system. If he didn't show it today, I apologize. I got on late. He may have showed you guys some of the tools that he uses literally to train you how to do your credit report the correct way. None of this bogus credit sweeps, all of that craziness. And so he walks you through step by step. When I first joined the call, the very first day, I was so confused, you all, just so you all know. And so what he said was, hey, he was like, Mina, it's just me and you. Forget about all the rest of these people. It's just me and you. Go. What's your question? And that really, really helped me to be able to understand the system and now really, really help my clients. So now I have no issue. His team is amazing. Ray, love Ray. Nobody better never do nothing to Ray because I'm coming for him. Ray calls me sometimes when I'm confused. I mean, it's just amazing, guys. So if you haven't joined his community, if you haven't joined his Metro 2 service, if you're looking for somebody who's really going to make sure that you go above and beyond in your business, this is truly the one. And I don't say that lightly because I'm in a ton of mentorships right now. So probably like many of you, you're in a ton of mentorships. But when I tell you here, you get all the information. And even though you ask 1,000 questions like I do, they never make you feel like any question is not worth heard. So that was probably more than my time. But I wanted to share that with you guys.
I so appreciate it because I was sitting here and I was like, man, I'm paying to accelerate. This here is confusing. Who do I need to talk to so that my hand can be held? I'm missing something. And so you answered the question.
I can say this. I did not actually know what a mentor was until Ali actually held my hand through that process. Because when I paid for him, and I'm not knocking on Kenneth Smith at all, but when I paid for his mentorship, I expected a little more handheld type of stuff, and that was nowhere to be found. I had to pay $120 just for one session to learn how to use the software, and that's where Ali basically took me under his wing.
I had put that in my in the chat. I kept saying I need to have my hand held because I did not want to mess up something that this is somebody's livelihood. And so I didn't want to mess it up. I wanted to make sure that I had it down pack, and if I gotta pay something extra to get somebody to hold my hand to do it right, well, I'm just gonna have to do that.
You're not paying extra. That's what you
Well,
guys do.
you know
Hold on,
what
but
I'm
hold on, hold
saying.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on. You're not paying extra.
No. That's
Mi-
if that was offensive, I'm so
No,
sorry.
no, 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 no. Miss Wanda, it just comes with the printing cost. It unlocks a whole different world for you because here's the difference. I call it my community is called paid in full. You know why? Every time you pay for your printing, you've already paid in full. So why do I need to charge you extra if you paid me to do a service for you? Our
You see
community.
what I'm talking about? That's so simple. That is so simple. That makes so much sense.
Why?
I
Why?
mean,
Why?
you wouldn't. You wouldn't.
Why? Because here's the thing. I was in your shoes. I'm gonna stop after this. I was in your shoes. I had a 497 credit score. I was being
Yeah.
led on. I paid somebody $50,000 to teach me how to fix credit. $50,000 was the
Wow.
last little bit of money that I had. And we
Wow.
paid $50,000. Do you know I became a monster in the industry and made it back in 3 months?
And see, that's what I'm looking for. I don't want to pay out this kind of money and then I'm screwing up something because I already know I'm not techie. So I cannot afford to have a client and I'm the one that's messing it up. No,
If you print
I
with
thank you for explaining it.
if you print with us, you will always
I
have
will be.
hold on. If you print with us, you will always have a team that can go and review the documents for you, and it's free of charge
Yeah.
to
Mm-hmm. I
look it over and go. You had Noah. Mina gave me a testimonial, which
yeah,
just
that
Mina,
was it was
thank you. I truly, I love her family. Her and her brother. Her brother's got a saying that I just absolutely love, and it really it hits home to me because it's the way that I work here, guys, at the end of the day, when I come in here and I teach here, the reason they put me in front of you is because they know I do this. And I do not
right.
hurt any other community that I'm in. I do not hurt Gabriel. I do not hurt AR. I do not hurt any of the other people that I'm with. Because if I hurt them, right, they're not going to send people to me. But if I make
Right.
them better, what do? They're sitting in the class. AR's like, oh, I'm going to sit here for a little bit. He been on this damn call for 2.5 hours.
You've been here the whole time.
Gabe's
Just
been
in
here
case
for
if
two and a
some
half
new sauce
hours.
came in.
Hey,
Look here.
been in here peeping game, just chilling.
Look here. I'm like this here. I'm gonna be sitting to the end of the class too, just in case some new sauce just came across. Look, this what we doing starting on Monday. Yeah, I
No,
understand.
one thing I can say with Ali is that he, even when I thought I knew the software well, when me and bro like linked up, man, last year, and we was talking about how long we even been in the Metro 2 space. He got so many years over me, but I thought I knew the software like the back of my head. And then he got to just willingly just like, hey, bro, try this or try that. He was just, you know, it's not a lot of people that's transparent and throw ideas out there without upselling you on something. So, that's one thing I always took from him is that he never withheld any game when it came to compliance, when it came to just teaching you stuff that you can implement with your software, with your programs and different things like that. So I
Hmm.
always just knew that he was a genuine person on just doing that as well. So I love to just
Hmm.
see what how he present. That's why I wanted to see like, hey, bro, what days are you doing the training so I could bring my people there? But I have no problem with whoever does the training, but I just know that he knows the software like the back of his head, like and more, So I trust his wording and what he does with this industry and
What
how he put
And
everything together.
what did I tell him at the
that
beginning of class? I said I got a YouTube channel. Go take the videos and put it in your training. Go put it in your thing. Don't worry about it. Take it and go put it in your software for your classroom, for your people. Because why? I want you guys to succeed. That's it.
yes,
That's it. That's
I
it.
love
So
it.
Yes.
Ali, quick question. So when we pay the $3,000, then I know you say we have to go through Dion for approval, then do we still get the support from you and your team?
That's not me, baby. That's all them. You ain't paying me $3,000. You paying Dion $3,000. You ain't
Oh, you
paying
just
me
He
gonna
any.
did.
build,
That's
you
that's
just
not
gonna
my
Didn't
build the
he say?
money.
software.
Didn't
Well,
he say pay him to pay
what
himself?
about your software?
They're gonna get me in trouble, Gabe. They're gonna get me in trouble. I'm already.
No.
I ain't trying to get you in trouble, but you said you got
Look,
you own two
look,
softwares.
look, look, look. Let
Come
me
on
break this
Friday.
down.
Come on
Let me break
Friday.
this
I'm gonna
down. Let me
save
break
you,
this
Ollie.
down.
Come on Friday, guys.
Let me break this down. Just
Join on
Send me the
come on
Friday
Friday.
link. Send me the Friday link.
Come on Friday. All your answers gonna be, all your questions
I
gonna be
need the
answered.
Friday link.
Just
I
come
need
on
the
Friday.
Friday link.
Just get the printing, and
Get the
you gonna be
printing.
in his team. That's all you gotta
That's
do.
all you
Get the
gotta do.
printing.
I
Let's not
got
get
one
him in
client. I'm gonna
trouble.
send through printing.
Listen,
I'm gonna
let's
send
not
through
get him
printing.
So
in
how much the
trouble.
Yeah.
I
how
need
much
him
the
to teach
printing
you.
again, Tara?
I do the printing. I do the
Just do
printing.
the
Yeah.
Do the
printing
printing. That's
and
it.
Okay,
come
how
on
much?
over.
Because we need
What we
So
him.
supposed to do with the printing? We supposed to send a letter to Pam?
That's it. Just select my name, Ali Badi.
yeah.
That's
So
all you gotta do.
I had a question again. So basically, when we start doing the, using the software, you said the training to master the software, how to use it. You want us to go to like the YouTube channel to learn it, so we could at least get to that point, or at least I can get to that point.
Mother trucker, I
Of,
teach you. I teach you.
oh, okay, because I wanted to learn how to use the actual software, so I can get to the part to print. Because I'm still like brand new with this. So then I could
I'm
join the
brand new
Friday.
too.
I teach
Yeah.
you. I teach you guys whatever you guys need. That's it. Don't worry about it. I don't.
So,
Again, like I said, no crap talking, no nothing. I don't want to. I want to make sure that all those guys are good. All those guys get their money, and then we help you guys get to that next level. That's it.
Yeah, that's what I'm
That's it.
talking
And
about right
I don't
there.
want to push it. I don't want to push any further than that. I don't want to get too far off
okay.
of a tangent, because this
Hmm.
is still the Metro 2 class, and I do appreciate every single person. Now I'm gonna wrap up with this.
Yeah,
Okay,
we understand.
I'm gonna wrap up with this for everybody. Did everybody get what they needed out of training today? Was it good enough for you guys
Yes.
to
Yes.
get where you need that? At least if you guys are, at least if you guys were to go try it to generate a letter, you were good.
I probably still
I
need a
will
little.
be after Friday.
I think so.
Okay.
I definitely will be after Friday.
Ray, make sure you drop the link for the YouTube channel one more time. Let them get into the breakdown so they have the channel where it goes over the stuff. So that
Yeah.
it shows them how to do the attack one more time.
Okay.
Hmm.
And I love that. I'm glad that you got, and that's why. Here's why we don't give the recordings out. So let me tell you something. First, every single one of you has invested your time to be in here. Okay? Don't give that YouTube link out to anybody. You have invested your time, and you tell them. Every community that you're in, any person that you've done, all that stuff, do me a favor, go to where you need to go and turn around and say, "Oh, well, where's the recording?" Well, you got to join the class to get the recording. Don't give that out because you paid your in time to be here. Okay?
I understand.
All
I
right.
sure do.
Thank you.
All right. So at the end of the day, utilize that. Watch the full playlist step by step. Go from there. Do what you need to do, and do what needs to be done, and then generate your letters and go from the top. Like I said, I don't do anything different. I don't do anything, and we go from there. And I'm looking forward to seeing everybody come in through printing, and I'll see you on a Friday class. That's the key. My next class will be Wednesday. My next class will be Wednesday. I'll be available Wednesday and then the Saturday after. And then after that, we'll see what happens from there.
What time is the Wednesday class?
8 p.m. EST.
Okay.
I love
Do you guys send?
Go for it.
Do you guys
Is
send
it the
reminders for
same
that?
link?
No, because I think the only thing we get is from Darius, Dion,
It's
and
on our
Smitty.
calendars in the school. It's on the
The
calendar.
Yeah.
schoolie? Okay. Okay. Thank you.
If it's on there, that just, yeah. But if you guys need a reminder in the sentiment, no, we don't. They don't send out reminders yet. I know Dion's working on it. Dion's gonna work on everybody that's inside the software and registered. Hence why I push you guys to register.
Yeah, so
Okay.
your Friday class is not this coming up week, Ollie. It's going to be like maybe the week after.
Every Friday.
Every Friday.
Every Friday. 52 Fridays.
Even because you said Wednesday and Saturday. Okay, but
I'm not. I
understand.
I don't
So
push. I
Friday.
don't push the Friday class inside of here. I just tell you
Okay.
you're gonna go there. And
All right.
anybody that needs anything, please come on a Friday class and we'll take care of you.
Mhm.
How do we know what time to come?
3 p.m. EST.
3 p.m. Okay. That's all I needed
They
to know.
they run
Which
four
one?
they run 4 hours sometimes.
That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
That's how important that part of the program is to me. I'm sorry, I was acting like an idiot, not an idiot. I just could not follow along. I'm saying, what the? I felt like I'm like, oh my God, this is that's not gonna work. I gotta talk to somebody. Somebody gotta help me because I'm gonna be making mistakes on people credit. That's wrong.
And and,
So now
and
I
and
feel
that's the key. And that's the key. Don't worry about that. Don't worry
and
about
I'm
that.
not now.
Don't
I'm
worry
not
about that.
now.
Just
I
remember.
am not now. After I stayed and had to talk and got my questions answered, and thank
What did I
God
say?
Tara was asking the questions.
Hold on. Bear with me 1 second. My wife's looking at me. What did I say? Oh, that's fine. That's true. That's a truthful thing. I don't lie. That's not talking shit. Oh, I thought I actually did something wrong. I'm being very nice. Fuck. Sorry, guys. I apologize. My wife just gave me shit. I do apologize. She just came downstairs and yelled at me. I was like, oh, what did I do wrong?
It looked like she just gave it back.
I know. I love so I want everybody to know something over here that the printing is not mine. I don't. Yes, that's Mina. Mina. Stop. Can you stop scrolling on my screen, please? The printing is actually hers. Yes, Mina. The truth of the fact of the matter is, she's the boss. It's hers. It's not mine. I'm just the face.
Okay.
It's all hers.
You can rest for sure you all have been keeping tight lips because ain't nobody mentioned nothing.
I love you guys.
I understand.
Look, at the end of the day, like I said, I try my best to do whatever the heck I can to give you guys to give you guys the best that I possibly can. I've always been doing that. I've been doing this for 3 years. The reason I got into this position, I'll tell you guys just a very basic story, is I was doing this for a client that happened to be connected to Dion in some which way, shape, and form. I don't even know how. And he went and rant and raved about me to Dion about how good I was for just walking him through the software. So that I just kept doing it. And they asked me to do it, and I just kept doing it. And now I do it for all of you guys for all the different GLs. And that's why I said I got to be precise and make sure I take care of all the GLs and make sure all the gray labels are happy. But yes, we are done. I'm going to stay on for Gabe, and if AR can stay, that just 2 seconds, and then we're good to rock and roll. Because I'm just going to talk to them about some gray label stuff real quick. So I am.
certainly appreciate you.
And then I give
Oh, there he is.
I give Ray a call.
Yeah,
I'm still in here, bro.
I got you, bro. Yeah, Brian, what's up, baby?
Man, I got you, bro. I got you, man. I was trying to reach out to you with Ray to get your information, and then you told us you want us to fly down there next month, right?
You going to fly out next month?
Yeah, you said to your new office. That's what you told me. Come on down.
Fuck yeah, come on down. Bring it when you come on down.
That's what I was gonna bring it then. I
Hell
got you.
yeah. Next month? Okay, now I got a time frame. Next month.
Right.
Cool.
You said it's gonna take y'all about 4 weeks. Bring it on down then, and we got you. Me and Mina already decided we was coming down to see you.
I can't wait to see you guys. All right, you and Mina. Oh, that's gonna be sick. I can't wait.
Oh man, Mina, you in for it? I tell you that much,
Oh,
man.
you guys we're gonna have a great time when you guys come through.
So yes, so just give us the information so we can book, and we'll be down, and I bring all the goodies, man. Just
I love it. I love it. Just let me know.
Right?
You know what? Maybe we'll throw it together. We get a couple of people, whoever want to come out. When you guys come out, we'll do like a small in-person session. No more than 10 people.
Man, I'm with it. I'm with it.
Shit, let me know. I'm with it.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it. We'll get it all together.
Yeah,
I told you.
I have one more question.
Yes.
What do you use? What kind of software? I mean, not software like laptop or desktop when you start doing the credit. What do you use? What do you recommend?
I'm everything custom built. So you see that?
Oh, custom.
I'm
Okay.
all custom built. As my wife just ran away. I'm all
Wow.
custom built. I did everything custom built because they've got to be powerhouses. That's it. So yes.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Thank you. Yeah.
No problem. All right. Yes, everybody. I need Gabe and AR, and I'm done. I'm done.
All right, great class. Thank you,
Thank you,
Ollie.
Ollie.
No problem.